she, her pronouns. I'm a third-year psychology PhD student. I am one of the co-coordinators for the Black Graduate Student Association, and I'm a Diversity and Community Fellow.
Hello, my name is Riss Myung, she, hers. I'm currently a confidential advocate at the Path to Care Center, but today I think I'll be drawing upon my experiences when I was an undergraduate at Berkeley.
Hi, my name is Gabriella. I use their, any pronouns. I'm a sociology major. I'm a senior at Cal. I'm also on the Cal lightweight rowing team, and I'm the external director for the Queer Alliance Resource Center.
My name is Melissa Charles. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the Assistant Director for African American Student Development.
Hello, my name is Emily Myung. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm studying Society and the Environment. Oh, I'm also a second year. First and foremost, when I think of what I'm proud of as being like a woman at Cal are the people that I've met or the relationships that I feel very fortunate to have. And I think having those people and seeing them take up space or do things that they love and be recognized for it has made me very proud to be here at Cal.
I think for me, being a Cal woman, I think of the word resilience.
Because as a woman, you'll just naturally experience pushback and misogyny in most spaces that you enter. But it also means finding community when you need comfort in times like that, and comfort from sort of the outside world. I decided to switch majors in part because the major I was in was very male dominated, and it made me uncomfortable because I felt like I wasn't valued when I was asking for help or working on projects.
And we saw that as an issue because we saw so many women and femme presenting individuals who just couldn't bring themselves to step foot in the weight room because of that intimidation and lack of knowledge and lack of resources. So we really just hope to be that group that sort of helps you and supports you and empowers you, because the gym is meant for everyone and you have every right to be there as much as a man does. So
For me, it just kind of means like working hard and really trying to push past the experience of imposter syndrome and worrying about whether you have the right resources to kind of be able to make it through your program and to just kind of make it here. As a grad student, making sure that you are able to form the communities that you need to be able to get through your program.
Before I came to Cal, I had no idea what the word boundaries were. It was non-existent to me growing up. I think setting boundaries was a sign of disrespect to my family members. And so I think being at Cal taught me to set those boundaries out of respect for myself, so that way I can remain engaged with other people, so that way I cannot be burnt out. And so I think it helped me redefine what it means to break out of being a good daughter or a good woman.
I think additionally, working at Genec is also something I'm very proud of. And the community that's generally fostered at Genec is so welcoming. I'm also proud to be here because I feel very fortunate in that the classes that I'm taking, I've somehow stumbled upon classes that in one way or another have integrated a feminist lens, or at least inclusion of women's history.
As a grad student, you do have all these other responsibilities that you don't always feel you have time for socializing or going to different events and stuff. And so that's something I've been trying to work against. I'm trying to find ways to fit more of these things into my life. So I'm because I think the stuff that I will take with me is the people that I meet here, the experiences that I have here that are meaningful, and not just whether I spent all night writing a research paper or not. That to me will be less important than these connections that I make while I'm here. So.
In terms of difficulties, I had a pretty hard time in the dorms because I was facing harassment from a person on one of my floors. It took a long time to realize that, so I was glad that I had my sister who was able to walk me through and offer me all the kinds of support I needed and help me.
I do think that there needs to be a heightened level of expectation of what caregiving, I think just what caregiving for within the student affairs professional looks like, and two, who is holding that work
There's always work to be done, but I think that Cal does a good job of highlighting the intersections of students on campus. If I need help, I can often find somebody who holds an identity similar to mine, not only as a woman, but other things intersect with that, right? As a Mexican-American woman, as a queer woman, those things all alter my experience as a woman, and they alter my experience at Cal.